Hello to everybody watching and listening, and once again, welcome back to Summer Mechabellum. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like sledges because we're going to see a bunch of sledges in this game. I'm playing against what I'm guessing is a Chinese player. I put the name here into a translator, and this is just 2 times the same character, despite it kind of looking like it might be 4 characters. Both of these apparently mean autumn. So Mr. Autumn is fighting me with sledges and marksmen. And I am putting some sledges of my own here because I started with them as well. And I have fangs instead. He is adding on some crawlers. Absolutely the right choice, I think. Sledges, crawlers, marksmen. How can you go wrong with the starting composition? What beats this starting composition? I don't know what beats the starting composition. It's just very hard to beat it. I am just adding some fangs here. Additional chaff for the later rounds. When you face this kind of composition at the start, I think you should completely neglect trying to win the first few rounds, and you should focus almost exclusively on building a board that can win at like round 5 almost. That's how insane I think sledges are. They are just the... Steel balls are the worst unit to start with, and sledges are one of the best units to start with. Anyway, he completely steamrolls my forces. I get like 2 tanks and his chaff down, and that's all. So I'm taking a load of damage here, actually. Now round 2, and this is where it starts to get sledgy. Extended range sledgehammers are on the way, and yeah, I'm picking it, and I can swallow you this much. My opponent is also picking it, unless memory is just not really going well for me. Something to note. Marksmen do just not enough damage to one-shot the extended range sledges at equal mark level and without upgrades. I think if you give them a damage upgrade, they absolutely do. But for the moment, that is not the case. Anyway, my opponent also extended range sledges, but I think he doesn't drop extra sledges in this turn. Oh no, he does. I remembered incorrectly. So, now it's a proper sledge mirror. Even the positions are almost equal. And we both have marksmen and chaff. He just has more marksmen. Oh no, I don't have marksmen. What am I talking about? Maybe it's too early for me in the day. Anyhow, the sledges are sledging away. Chaff is being exchanged. However, equal amounts of sledges and no more chaff in the way means that my opponent is going to probably win this turn quite easily. There is some late arriving chaff moving in, but that's not going to make a difference. That's just not like ouch. And now my opponent's tanks can level. Now, wasps worth a thought, but if I wanted wasps into this board, I would want level 1 wasps just to distract the marksman. Not a bad idea though that I'm being kinda hinted here. I do opt for the overload because I think that's the highest amount of money if I sell it. So I go for the overload and sell it. And then what does happen? What does my opponent get anyway? Did he get the wasps? Because they also aren't bad against my board here. But I think if memory serves, he's getting the Wraith. I'm getting some level 2 marksman. Yeah, and he is getting the Wraith. Which is going to trade well into the tanks. As well as into potential wasps and overlords. Like, no, I should say they are not going to do well into the wasps. But they get the wasps down eventually. And level 3 wasps, if you have 2 marksmen blinking away at them, they don't last that long. Also, of course, it protects me against the Wraith. So I think the marksmen here really were the correct move. He's put the Wraith here. Sledges, of course, in a sledge mirror. Whoever has the stronger tanks wins. And I think that's going to happen once again this turn. I have some slightly stronger marksmen. But he has better chaff clear, and that Wraith is... like, it is doing about 900 damage. So it really isn't trading badly, even into the sledges here. I don't think I need to show the rest of this turn. Everything I have is being erased. And I take yet another massive load of damage. And come on, give me the 1.0. I get dropped my Rhino. Because I am Rhino Specialist. I forgot to show my opponent is Heavy Armor Specialist. Yet another point into his Sledge play over mine. I'm selling that Rhino. I already have Field Recovery unlocked, so why would I bother? Even the upgrades on the Sledges couldn't save me last turn. I'm just dropping more Marksmen at this point, because I feel like I need them. I don't want to invest into anti-air yet. If I do, and he can just sell that wave, I'm sitting on anti-air Marksmen with nothing to shoot up. So I'm just opting to drop more Marksmen in the hope of doing better with them. And I'm thinking real hard of how can I turn this disaster around. Because this is a disaster right now. I'm just dropping another Marksman apparently. What did my opponent drop? I think he just... Did he drop some extra chaff? I'm not sure if that crawler is new. Or that pack of fangs is new. No, that pack of fangs is new. These have at least a crawler taken out. I'm putting a shield down here. In order to protect myself a bit. Now we have kinda equalized this side here. It'll depend on the exact engagements, but I have another marksman standing by. He, however, is winning the chaff war. Then again, also my sledges have mech rage, where he does not. The marksmen are definitely taking out that annoying overlord. But this side has been broken through. The marksmen were occupied shooting other stuff. The other side is starting to look a lot better. The delayed chaff, absolutely key here. But in the end, I think he just has too much, right? He has another sledge and another marksman, and because my marksman needs to turn to engage, he just takes it out with no losses from the last few remaining units. Anyway, unit drops. Phoenix is definitely worth a thought, but we are both already into marksman, so no, not really. Melting Point, nothing really to kill there. Fortress, definitely worth a thought, and Sabertooth maybe as well. I don't even recall what we are taking here. Personally, I would favor the Fortress. Yeah, we're both dropping the fort. So we are really playing a proper Sledge mirror. He is also getting mech rage now. I now have one level 3 marksman at least, and that I think can one-shot these tanks. Yeah, barely, but it can. We both also have, well, he has 2 upgrades. He has his basic upgrades, I have just health. So he has the upgrade lead. We're dropping the fortresses basically on opposing sides and in opposing positions. So what are we investing the rest of the money into? I still have 700 left. I'm dropping more Sledge. I'm trying to go all in on the Sledge mirror.